The U.S. Army, once considered the world's premier fighting force, is facing significant challenges that are becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. These issues are not merely anecdotal, but reflect deeper, systemic problems that have been festering for years. From recruitment shortfalls to budgetary constraints, the Army is grappling with issues that threaten its ability to fulfill its mission effectively and efficiently. This essay will examine these institutional challenges and their implications for the future of the U.S. Army, shedding light on the complexities involved. Decades of conflict have taken a toll on the force, affecting both its morale and operational capabilities. The wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, while demonstrating the Army's capabilities, also exposed vulnerabilities that cannot be overlooked. Years of counterinsurgency operations have led to a focus on specific skill sets, potentially at the expense of core competencies that are essential for broader military engagements. This shift in focus, coupled with the strains of prolonged deployments, has impacted the Army's readiness for the full spectrum of conflict, from conventional warfare to peacekeeping missions. The Army is at a crossroads, facing decisions that will shape its future. Addressing these institutional challenges is not simply about maintaining its status as a global superpower, but about ensuring its ability to protect and serve the nation effectively. It's about ensuring the security and defense of the nation in an ever-changing global landscape. The following sections will delve deeper into the specific challenges confronting the U.S. Army and explore potential solutions to these pressing issues. The Army's ability to adapt and evolve will determine its effectiveness in an increasingly complex and dangerous world, ensuring it remains a formidable force. The U.S. Army is facing a growing recruitment crisis. Enlistment rates have been steadily declining, making it increasingly difficult to meet recruitment targets. This shortfall has serious implications for the Army's overall strength and readiness. There are several factors contributing to this decline. One significant factor is the shrinking pool of eligible recruits. Many young Americans do not meet the Army's physical, educational, or legal requirements. Others are disqualified due to health issues, obesity being a growing concern. This shrinking pool intensifies competition among the armed services for qualified candidates. Another factor is the strong economy. With low unemployment rates and a competitive job market, young people have more civilian career options. The private sector often offers higher salaries, better benefits, and less demanding work environments. This makes it challenging for the Army to attract and retain talent. The Army is taking steps to address the recruitment crisis, such as offering increased bonuses and expanding eligibility criteria. However, these measures may not be sufficient in the long term. Addressing the root causes of the recruitment crisis will require a comprehensive approach, including improving the public perception of military service and highlighting the benefits of an Army career. The Army must also engage with communities to build trust and understanding. By fostering relationships and demonstrating the value of military service, the Army can inspire a new generation to serve. The U.S. Army operates under significant budgetary constraints. While defense spending remains high, it has not kept pace with inflation and the growing demands placed on the military. This funding shortfall has real-world consequences for the Army's ability to train, modernize, and maintain readiness. Budget cuts have led to reductions in training exercises, equipment maintenance, and research and development. This lack of investment impacts the Army's ability to prepare for future conflicts and maintain its technological edge. Furthermore, it can lead to safety issues, as aging equipment becomes more prone to failure. The Army's budget is also strained by the rising costs of personnel, healthcare, and operations. This leaves less funding available for modernization programs and the development of new technologies. As potential adversaries invest heavily in their own militaries, the U.S. Army risks falling behind. Effective training is essential for military readiness. However, there are concerns about the adequacy of U.S. Army training programs. While the Army has a long tradition of rigorous training, there are areas where improvements are needed to ensure soldiers are prepared for the complexities of modern warfare. One concern is the emphasis on counterinsurgency operations over the past 2 decades. While this type of warfare remains relevant, it has come at the expense of training for large-scale combat operations. The Army must ensure its soldiers are proficient in a wider range of combat skills. Another concern is the availability of resources for training. Budget cuts have led to reductions in live-fire exercises, flight hours for pilots, and other essential training activities. This lack of realistic training can have a detrimental effect on unit cohesion, tactical proficiency, and overall readiness. Section 5. Morale and Leadership. Morale among U.S. Army personnel is a growing concern. Years of conflict, coupled with budgetary constraints and perceived leadership failures, have really taken a toll on the force. Low morale can have a significant impact on retention rates, unit cohesion, and overall military effectiveness. Factors contributing to low morale include repeated deployments, burnout, and a sense of disconnect between senior leadership and the rank and file. The Army's emphasis on careerism over leadership development has also been criticized. Soldiers need to feel valued, supported, and led by competent officers who prioritize their well-being. Low morale can manifest in various ways, including increased disciplinary problems, decreased re-enlistment rates, and a decline in overall unit performance. Addressing this issue requires a multifaceted approach, including improving communication, restoring trust in leadership, and providing better support for soldiers and their families. Section 6. Technological Challenges. The U.S. Army has long enjoyed technological superiority over its adversaries. However, this advantage is eroding. Potential adversaries are investing heavily in military modernization programs, developing advanced weapons systems and technologies that could challenge the U.S. Army's dominance on the battlefield. One area of concern is hypersonic missiles. These weapons travel at extremely high speeds and are difficult to intercept, posing a significant threat to U.S. Army assets. China and Russia have made significant progress in this area, while the U.S. has lagged behind. Another concern is artificial intelligence, or AI. AI has the potential to revolutionize warfare, from autonomous weapon systems to sophisticated cyber attacks. The U.S. Army must prioritize AI development to maintain its technological edge and counter the growing capabilities of its adversaries. Section 7. Political and Social Headwinds. The U.S. Army does not operate in a vacuum. It is deeply intertwined with the political and social fabric of the nation. Political decisions and social changes within the United States have a profound impact on the military. These influences shape the Army's strategies and operations. From funding levels to public opinion on military intervention, the Army is influenced by the social and political climate in which it operates. Public sentiment can sway decisions on military engagements. The increasing polarization of American society has made it more challenging to build consensus on national security issues. This division can affect the Army's ability to plan and execute its missions effectively. This can lead to inconsistent funding for the military and uncertainty about its role in the world. Fluctuating budgets can impact long-term planning and readiness. The Army must navigate these political challenges while remaining focused on its core mission. Adapting to these changes is crucial for maintaining operational effectiveness. Social changes also impact the Army. The evolving societal norms and values are reflected within the military ranks. The increasing diversity of American society is reflected in the ranks of the military. This diversity brings a wealth of perspectives and experiences. While this diversity is a strength, it also presents challenges in terms of fostering cohesion and addressing cultural sensitivities. The Army must work to integrate these diverse elements effectively. The Army must adapt to these social changes while maintaining its values and standards. Balancing tradition with progress is key to its continued success. Section 8. Implications for the future. The institutional challenges facing the U.S. Army have significant implications for its future. Failure to address these issues could erode the Army's ability to defend the nation and deter potential adversaries. This could have serious consequences for global security and stability. A weakened U.S. Army could embolden adversaries, leading to a more unstable and dangerous world. It could also diminish the United States' ability to project power and defend its interests abroad. The Army's decline could have a ripple effect throughout the international system, undermining alliances and emboldening authoritarian regimes. Addressing these challenges is essential for maintaining the U.S. Army's position as a global leader in military affairs. A strong and capable Army is crucial for deterring conflict, protecting American interests, and maintaining peace and stability around the world. Section 9. Conclusion, a call for action. The U.S. Army stands at a critical juncture. The institutional challenges it faces are significant and cannot be ignored. Addressing these issues will require a concerted effort from civilian policymakers, military leaders, and the American people. This is not a time for complacency. The stakes are too high. The U.S. Army must adapt, evolve, and innovate to meet the challenges of the 21st century. Failure to do so will have dire consequences for the Army and the nation it serves. The time for action is now.